Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is Bismo here, and yeah, we're gonna be doing a live stream today. Just some updates for the channel in general. You can see I updated the channel art, just something pretty simple, but just wanted to keep it clean. We're gonna be doing weekly videos. Starting a schedule, so weekly videos every Saturday at 12 p.m. Central. I have a big video releasing this Saturday that I think a lot of you guys will enjoy. I'll say it is about Ahsoka, so that will be a lot of fun. Um, and then beyond that, I'm going to be looking into doing a bit more streams, 1 to 2 streams a week. I haven't fully decided yet, but they'll be um Tuesday through Thursday, like in that window. Most likely on Tuesday and Thursday, but we will go from there. So in today's stream, though, I haven't got around to watching the newest Bad Batch episode. So what I'll probably end up doing is we can do a little watch party here. I can give my thoughts as we go, and then I kind of want to just have a discussion with chat in general as well. Um, of just Star Wars, Bad Batch, how it's going so far, and anything else that's just on your mind. And that's why I have a Q&A popped up right now. I know it currently just says favorite moment of Bad Batch. You can do that, or just anything Star Wars in general. And yeah, so we'll get started here in just a bit with the episode itself. If you want to pull up Disney Plus, I'll give it a few minutes here. And but I don't skip anything. I just press play from the beginning. But yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited to start to try to get on a little bit more of a regular schedule. And I know it might be uh a bit of a change to change the focus away from more of a oh, sorry. Uh, traditionally gaming channel, I've done a lot of different things on my channel, but we're gonna be focusing more on the more nerdy stuff. I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so that's gonna be the primary thing on this channel. Big on anime too, Dragon Ball. I just finished up Demon Slayer, really like that, so I hope to make more videos and content on that. But I just really want to just talk about the stuff that I love and talk with those out there and try to build a little community on here that is more, community driven per se. Yeah, what's up, King LZ? How you doing? Need to pop out this chat. How you doing, King? Yo, what's up, Second Street Marvel? I'm gonna be starting here in just a sec. The actual what's with the cry emoji? What's up, bro? Also, it's really annoying. This Q&A box is blocking my thing up here. I haven't watched any of the Star Wars animated shows. Well, I will say you're missing out on the Clone Wars. So you don't have to, it's not like you got to watch them all, but oh, okay, okay. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start here in just a sec. Maybe here I'll put on a. I want to put me. Well, I'll just let you guys know when we're actually for sure starting. But yeah, thanks for swinging by. But yeah, changes coming to the channel. LTDR. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the Clone Wars, and the Bad Batch is kind of like the Clone Wars, but in a way, honestly, the Bad Batch is kind of structured like the Mandalorian, or a lot of the Mandalorian episodes, in that there's kind of a mission to be done, but it's more so team based. That makes sense. But we'll start here at. We'll start the episode at 2:08. I'll say. Well, I guess I'm Central Time. We'll start in just a couple minutes here. I will let you know for sure. Um, yeah. Thanks for Swinging by. Yeah, so this is episode 9, The Crossing. And let me just talk about, because I didn't do a stream or anything last week, but just my thoughts. I know I put a post of that those last 2 episodes of the Bad Batch with the Senate, Senator Chuchi, even an appearance of Palpatine. Very, very deep. Very very moving scenes to utilize characters that we've seen before and utilize them in such a compelling way to drive that story, and also even the character development in the Bad Batch. So I'm interested to see where we go from there in this episode. I'm sure I doubt, it was kind of like a mid-season finale or whatever you want to call it, so that's why it was the double episode drop. But yeah, we'll see what they do for this one. All right, I'm gonna do a countdown for let me actually get up a timer or a stopwatch per se. Don't want to accidentally do something wrong here, but I'm just gonna get this on here. Window capture stopwatch. Let's get these properties in here. Google. Is there an actually going? Just gonna stop this timer real quick, and then we'll get the stopwatch on the screen, so anyone tuning in late or whatever can figure out where we're at. Or if you want to see my certain reactions later, if you're watching the VOD, shout out to you. Yeah, we don't do that. Well, I don't think that's the right one. There we go. And then let's just that. So a little bit bigger. And we'll get started. There you go. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna hit start here. I'm gonna hit play from the beginning of episode 9 of the Bad Batch: The Crossing, and we're going. How's that? Oh, and I'm not skipping anything. All right, got that classic new post intro. Getting called by someone currently. Note to self, need to go on do not disturb before streaming. Across. Oh, I need to mute. On me, that was close. I hope I don't get stinkied with just that much. Was it that long? The audio going for a second. Alright, so they're on some kind of desert planet. This could be Genosis, huh? I guess I wasn't looking for a second. Yeah, that's right. So Echo left the group the last episode, so it's just Eck, Wrecker, Hunter, and Omega right now. So they're mining. Poachers. Such a small group now. I mean, it feels a lot smaller. Or got some. Kind of looks like Hondo and Naka, but like a younger version. I just flying on team. Another Sid mission, huh? I'd say so. Not the safest task. They're miners now. Sucked it out. Interesting. What is going on? No shot. They just got their ship stolen. Back. Gotta get it back. Move, move. water. Alright, the Bad Batch, they are down bad. No ship, hardly any water, in a desert. On a horse with no name. Reminds me of the Lion King. No, Wrecker's getting not Simba, but bad. Sheesh. That was just like Lion King, bro. Yikes. Yo, why is it that every time they actually go on a mission, like whatever they're collecting, what are they getting? They never retrieve it. Like they literally never profit. Why do they even go on missions? Like, bro, every time they collect something, it gets destroyed or they lose it. Or oh gosh. So sad. Bro, I mean, just half these episodes are just kind of the same thing, but I mean, how many times have they been stuck in some kind of cave? Or just stuck in something this season, though? Like, let's be real. Oh, bro, Tech ain't good at talking, though. Bro, Tech is so bad at talking. So they're gonna actually make it out? And if they lose this Ipsium or whatever, like it gets destroyed before I get back, like I'm probably gonna lose it, bro. Not worth. Something's gonna go wrong. Bruh. Bruh. If there wasn't water there, she would be. Nah, nah. It just ain't no way, bro. It's not looking good to say the least. For Tech and Omega. Bro, why do I get Schmiegel vibes all the time? Omega. What? Find their way out? No. Okay, so everyone's just gonna hop in, almost drown, and then they're gonna blow their way out. Okay. I don't know, bro. Bro. Alright, that was funny. Your record flying through the rapids. Sploosh! Okay, they're getting out of the cave, but I mean, well, ain't no way they're getting off the planet in the next 5 minutes. Looks a little desolate. Is this the place from Tales of Jedi? Like when Dooku and Qui-Gon go. Much more similar when it's dark. I could just, I mean, it could just look similar. I have no idea what planet they're on. Sid can't even pick them up. Screw Sid. No more working for Sid. Don't. A little bit of character development, I suppose. Suppose. I guess. Is this where we end though? They're just stuck on the planet, no ship. Didn't extract anything, just another L. Like, honestly, how many L's can they take? How many L's can they take? Alright. Well, that's episode 9. And yeah, I mean, that one was kind of middies, if I'm being honest. Like, it was okay. There was some decent dialogue, but it's really just the same old. Like, you have a mission to make money, but I mean, we're seriously stuck in a cave like again. This has happened a couple times now, but and they lose their ship and they're stuck on this planet. So, and then Sid doesn't even want to help them. The person they always work for doesn't even like want to help them. That's great. I suppose maybe some character, hopefully some character development with we'll see in future episodes if Omega is a little less, I don't know, maybe a little bit more confident per se. Um, yeah, how many episodes? So that was episode 9. How many episodes are there? Is it like 12? We got Mando in like 13 days. How many eps? Season 16. So we still got those 7 episodes. Jeez, and one of those will be a double release. Okay. we actually have more than I thought left. I don't really know what, you know, the thing is with the show, like a lot of these shows, I mean, we don't know, I guess, the goal. And that can hurt some shows, like from a more from a more simpler view, like a show like, House of the Dragon or just Game of Thrones in general. The goal is to, become ruler of the Seven Kingdoms for most people. Um, for like The Last of Us, it's get person that's immune from point A to B. But I mean, with the Bad Batch, it's just kind of like we're just trying to survive, you know. Like even like the Clone Wars, the general goal is fight the Separatists, right? And uncover you know whatever information find, right? I just don't know what I'm getting at those. I don't know where the Bad Batch is going to end up from here. What the goals for the end of this season are. From what we've learned how the clones are being replaced. Like, we've learned a lot, and I just don't know if there'll even be a season 3. And if there's no season 3, Omega hasn't developed enough between these two seasons where I think she has a character arc. Like, I don't know, 7 episodes is still a decent amount, but like it's not a ton for like an arc. Like, Omega's developed a little bit, but at this point of the season, I would think she'd be a little bit more confident in a lot of things. But I mean, the group's changing. We got Echo leaving; they just lost their ship, so we'll have to see from there. I mean, we probably won't even get very far next episode. Next episode probably take the whole episode, and they'll be off the planet. They'll be leaving the planet. That's where the next week's episode. That's my guess. But we're gonna get into Q&A here, so I'm gonna read there's a few Q&A questions, and we'll start doing these more because I just want to interact with y'all. Yeah, so got a Q&A. Gonna pull that up here real quick. All right. And if you're tuning in, feel free to put any questions in the chat or the Q&A itself. What are you watching? I just finished the Bad Batch, and now I'm getting into the Q&A that sent. We've got a couple here. I think, yeah, you sent one too. Yours I kind of already thought of it. So Aiden says favorite Star Wars quote from each trilogy. I can do that. I'm gonna do from each movie because I can do that. So episode 1. Now this is pod racing. Episode 2. I don't like sand. It's rough, coarse, irritating, and it gets everywhere. Alright, episode 3. There's so many good ones. I mean, I love hearing this is where the fun begins in episode 3 because we're so early in the movie, so there's so much more left, But hello there is just so classic. And obviously High Ground is good, but then the movie's ending, so probably this is where the fun begins, and hello there. Episode 4. Hello there. We can do that again. No. Actually, though, episode 4, my favorite quote from that, actually is right when Luke destroys the Death Star, and Obi-Wan, like in his head, Force Ghost, he says, "Remember, the Force will be with you always." Right? That's my favorite episode 4. Episode 5, I think, is Yoda's quote where when Luke leaves Dagobah after the brief training to go fight Vader, and he basically is like, this boy is our last hope, and then Yoda's like, no, there is another. That's deep, referring to Leia, I'm guessing, most likely. Yeah, so got the last, the Return of the Jedi. Favorite quote from there is, "I am a Jedi, like my father before me." I'm pretty sure that comes from that, in that final confrontation between Luke and Vader. Sequel trilogy. I'm not gonna do those, but I'll do Rise of Skywalker because there is a quote I really like in Rise of Skywalker that, forever the flaws of the movies, the sequels or whatever. I really like the in the at the end when Poe is like, "Oh, we're losing" or whatever. There's too many of them in the ship battle, and then we just hear a voice, "But there are more of us." And Lando Calrissian enters shot, and then like rebellion and everyone else is gathered, and that gave me goosebumps in it, and it still kind of does. It's a good moment, good Star Wars feely, just give hope. Um, yeah, those are the quotes. So from Jonah Keffer, I feel like the newer movies get a lot of hate just because of the legacy that Star Wars has. If you approach the newer movies from a more open lens and perspective, I think they aren't too bad, especially uh, the end of them. Like the end of the last movie. Yeah, I mean, I I definitely agree with that. I mean, with anything, that first initial kind of wow factor, you don't get that. It's hard to replicate that within the same universe. Like why Star Wars works and like the original trilogy and whatnot is there's that original, wow factor. We've got all these spacecraft, these space wizards, all this, and CGI and all that work that's just uh what is it? Like it breaks through the barrier of that era in like the late 70s and 80s, of what was currently, available. And that's what makes them so special. And the prequels, which, for better or worse, aren't as universally loved. I love the prequels, but there's a wow factor for the prequels in that we get we kind of break that barrier again on the scale of it. We've got massive clone armies and all that, but it's the choreography and like the work that Nick Gillard did, if you saw that one interview from Star Wars Theory and whatnot. But those intense fights where we break the barrier of choreography, once again, I wouldn't say it's the greatest of scales, like the shift between the two, but the cinematography of the fight scenes in the prequels are really out there. A big problem with the sequels is they don't have their identity as much, but it's hard for them to break that barrier a third time. It's hard for that to happen. But yeah, I get if we have a more open lens and just kind of enjoy them for what they are. I mean, there are moments that we can enjoy. The problem I have with it is this: they just didn't have a concrete plan with those movies themselves. And I mean, episode 8, I can't even with that. It just feels way too much like they're trying to bring real world kind of political stuff into the Star Wars universe when fundamentally Star Wars should be a place to escape from reality, basically. So that's some of the problems I have. It. However, there are still moments that with an open lens we can, and especially at the end of the Rise of Skywalker, it's good. I will say, like with the Mandalorian and some of these new shows, there's still a lot of good stuff out there, and if you treat it more like it's just an extra bonus amount of content that we can watch, like the Mandalorian, we wouldn't have had that, I guess, with Disney and whatnot. We wouldn't have the Mandalorian and some of those good episodes of Book of Boba, Clone Wars season 7. There's a lot of good things that if we go into it with more of an open mind, yeah. And if you like the sequels and if you like everything, that's great. I just wish that Disney didn't kill as many projects. Like, it's basically they're killing 2 projects for every one they made when they acquired Lucasfilm. But I'm super pumped for Mando season 3. Interested what it will be about because it's tough to say. I mean, season 2 was just complete mind blow with bringing Luke back. I mean, we had Ahsoka too, so there's a lot of options for them to pull from, which would be a lot of fun. Pretty sure that's um, but yeah. Next week we've got a Bad Batch episode on Wednesday. I'm either gonna do. We'll see. I will stream at least once next week, either on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. but weekly videos every Saturday at 12. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do as far as streaming, but some current ideas though is a Tuesday gaming stream in the afternoon, like similar time, and then a Thursday a more discussion stream with the community, and we can have Q&A and that kind of stuff in it as well. And just talk about, and if it's on Thursday too, that means everyone will have a chance to have watched the episodes that come out. So like next week it'll be a Bad Batch episode, but from 2 weeks from now we could discuss The Mandalorian season 1. If I only do one stream a week, I might want to just do Wednesdays. And it might just be a discussion stream. We'll see though. It may, what for sure I'm going to be sticking with, and what is planned out though for now, is that 12 p.m. release, 12 p.m. Central Time release schedule for the videos. And this weekend I have a really big one about Ahsoka, if you haven't seen that. So I'm pumped about that. But yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to talk about for now, but I will be live sometime next week, and I'll make sure to use the community tab to talk about that and make sure to communicate so you guys know. But big video this Saturday at 12 p.m. Central.